Monday Morning with Maria. I'm Maria Lexinger, the Joyful Career Strategist who helps women create financial freedom so they can live joyful and fulfilling lives. Happy Monday. Today we're talking about your office space because everyone has a different office space right now. I'm in my office in my house, but my husband is down the hall in the kitchen because his computers and towers are all set up in there for him to to do his work. And I'm sure many of you have different spaces. If you're not in your office, in a it's your work building, then you're at home and maybe you have a smaller space to work with. So I just want to talk about having an workspace that you really want to go be in. And so some tips about making it inviting would be think about maybe you have a plant or something that you really like your favorite one, or you have art. I like this picture here. It makes me happy. It's bright and cheerful, and I like to put things around my office like this book. It's called Laugh. So all I have to do is look at the cover and I'm like, oh, and it reminds me that life does not have to be so serious all the time when we're doing our work. And then sometimes a clean desk is a happy desk. It's like a clean slate for you. And if you're like me, I have files that I put on it, and I have other work that I need to do. And sometimes you just have to play, where does this go with your desk? Put things away. Some people really love files. I do love files. I think they're essential to be filing things. But what if you have a hot project and you don't want to file every little file away where it needs to go? So then I resort to what's called the piling system. Right now, I have a pile of folders that are just for income tax. And it would be better for me to keep them in that pile rather than for me to file them in a certain place because I know exactly where they are so I can work on them. I have another pile that is just for my planning. I know where it is. I can go and I can grab it. So there are ways and there are methods to our madness. But the main key thing is to make it an inviting place where we can find what we need and get to work. And so, all those little caddies they have to put everything in. I think, okay, that's okay. You can put your paper clips and your pens and things in them, but I like to be creative with my room. So what I do, this is a cup from a friend, and instead of using it for coffee, I use it for markers. And then for my skinny pens, I use a crystal. The bottom, this is a dish, actually, like a little jelly jar, but I took the top off of it and I use the bottom for my pens. It's just the right height, and I can put my pens in it, and it makes everything right accessible for me. So I use that. Whatever appeals to you to make it fun, because you want your office to be someplace where you want to go. And of course, I do have pictures. You might want to have your favorite pictures up and around so that inspires you of your family. And then for your daily schedule, a lot of you are using your computers to put them on. I do put mine on, but occasionally I have a busy week, and a really busy week, and I will print it out just the one week so I can see what's going on a week at a glance. And then I do recommend having and this is my Queen's Journal, and I do recommend having just using the one page a day to get uh, you get your day organized so you can think about your day, make sure about your appointments. What is it that you really want to get done today that you want to focus on? So about three to five things that you really want to do towards your goals, and then writing down what you've accomplished. And I really like that system. And then I also, because how many of you raise your hand? I know that many times during the day you are talking to different people in different places, and you have notes that you want to remember. and you might not have time to put them someplace right away, like you're talking to someone. So I have these little journals. They're really cheap. They're like 50 cents or a dollar, wherever you can find them. And I like to make notes when I talk to people. And I like to make them in here so I don't forget. I can date the date and then make notes in there so I can refer to them later. And if I'm a visual learner, so if I'm taking like a short class, then I will put my notes in there so that I can refer to them later. And what else I want to say? Okay, so we've covered your schedule, you're tidying up your desk and your office area, you're putting uh, plants and things that are important to you. You know, your make sure your calendar. Like I have a calendar on my wall that I can look at all the time. Some of you might have a desk calendar. Whatever works for you to make your office space efficient for you and a happy place to come to. That's what we want for today. So I want to encourage you to think about your office space. Maybe leave a note below of one thing that you did to make your office inviting. Remember, the Queen's Journal is available. It's on Amazon. Um, and just have a great week. Remember to choose joy and take action. And have a great week. Bye for now.